just bringing your feet comfortably under your hips, toes pointed forward, lifting tall through the back of the head, letting the shoulders relax. Great. And then we'll just start with a little, deep breathing, lifting our heels, balancing. So on the inhale, lift up onto the toes with or without your arms coming along, and exhale back down. So just coming into our body here, taking some deep breaths, inhaling as we lift up and exhaling lower down. Good. Inhale, maybe getting a little bit higher, maybe staying a little bit longer. Good. And exhale down. Good. One more time. Lift up, hold, and exhale down. Good. Now you're going to lift your right leg and just take your left arm overhead and stretch. And then lower, and then other side. Lift your left knee up as you stretch your right arm. Good. And then we'll just do opposite arm and leg. So lifting the knee, reaching the opposite arm, and breathe as you exhale. Lift and reach. Then we're going to switch to same side, right? So pick a side, any side, and do same side arm and leg. Pressing the air out, exhaling as you lift, and then back to opposite, right? So opposite would be left arm, right leg, or right arm, left leg. Good. So that we switch back to our opposite end. Help our brain integrate. All right, and then go ahead and let everything come back down and give your arms a little shake. We're going to bring our arms out in hands, fingertips, basically behind the occiput or the ears, wherever you can bring your hands without pulling your head forward and trying to keep your alignment rib cage over pelvis, right? And from here, just take a little arch looking up, opening, drawing the elbows back, and then we're going to curl and round our upper back, just the upper back and shoulders as we bring our elbows closer in together, and then open. Inhale, lift to open those elbows, and then exhale, rounding the upper back, stretching the upper back and neck. Inhale, arch, and exhale, round. And then come back to standing upright. Take a side bend directly to the side, right? So that elbows lifting toward the ceiling, and then lift back up. Keep your head lifted so it doesn't kind of fall forward. And then the other side, lifting that elbow and lift up. And then we'll do it again. So take it to your first side and stay here. The top arm is just going to extend and straighten over that head, over your head, adding a little more stretch, and then bend to bring it back and lift. And one more time, take it over to the other side, extending your top arm, straightening it out, reaching overhead, and then bend to bring your hand back. And slowly lift up. And we're going to twist. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist to one side. And back to center as you inhale. Twist the other way as you exhale. And center, two more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. And come center, release the arms down, give them a little shake, widen the legs. So, they're in second position, turning the heels in slightly, toes out slightly. And you're just going to lower down. So you really want to keep the knees open and keep them from coming towards each other. And then just slide all the way to your hands, touch the ground or your fingertips or wherever you can start with there. But keep opening the knees. just kind of going into this squat. As you can even press your elbows against your knees if that helps you to open the hips. Yeah, just taking a little wide-legged squat here. And then start to straighten the legs, and you're just going to relax forward and stack up, right? So letting everything stack back up to the top. All right, and then come to the end of the mat or wherever you're going to be, and we're going to roll down here. So inhaling, exhaling down as we just let everything relax, let the knees bend as much as they need to. I'm going to hang here. Maybe your hands touch the mat. A little bend and straighten. Just letting yourself hang. Great. And then bending one knee, keeping the other leg straight and switching. So we just want to do a one leg at a time. Pressing that leg straight and bend. And then coming to center, walk the hands away from the feet to wide fingers, lift the tailbone. Just stretch our heels down. Relax the head if you're able to, let it dangle. Your body move around if it likes that. And maybe bringing our hands a little further away from our feet to a high plank or full plank position, whatever your body feels up to, and take a couple deep breaths. And then we'll lower ourselves down to the mat, however you want to get there, and come around to your back. So finding the feet lined up with the sits bones. Relax on your back here, arms by your side, however you're comfortable. Great. And to start with a couple breaths of just letting our sacrum move with our breath, right? So as you inhale, and think of using your feet a little bit to kind of push and pull your low back into that arch and rounding. So for curling. So as you inhale, you arch a little bit. As you exhale, the tailbone curls up, right? And just relax your back. And use the feet to sort of propel. Good. So that you can really relax your back. Good. And then next exhale, go ahead and peel off the mat up into a bridge. So we'll bring our hips up here, just the feet as needed. Press the pelvis up, relax the shoulders, neck. And then next exhale, go ahead and melt your spine down, one bone at a time. And think of stretching through your knees, right, as you come down. Good. And then again, relax and inhale, exhale, peel on up into your bridge. Pressing the pelvis up, inhale, and articulating the spine down. Hips come last. And then when your hips come down, relax them. Bring the feet slightly closer together, just another inch or two together. So your legs are just a little bit closer together. And let your left knee drop open to the side and relax. And then lift it back up. And we want to hold our pelvis steady when we do this, right? Open your right knee. So just let that right knee drop open, keeping your neutral pelvis. And lift it back up. So to put that together with the bridge, so on our inhale, we let our left knee drop open to the side. Press the hips up on your exhale. Good. On our inhale, we're going to lift that left knee back up to the top. Exhale, articulate the spine all the way down. And then on the inhale, we let our right knee drop open. Exhale, press the pelvis up. Inhale to lift that knee back up and articulate all the way down. So hip opening in the bridge, right? Inhale, the left knee opens. Exhale, press the hips up. Inhale, lift as you keep your hips lifted. Exhale, melt the spine down. And then one more time, inhale, right knee open. Exhale, press the pelvis up. Draw that knee back up. And exhale all the way down. The hips come down, open both knees, and just let them relax open. Good. And then on our exhale, we're just going to press the hips up a little bit or float them up a little bit off the ground, maybe an inch or so. And let them lower back down and relax. Go ahead and slide the arms out from your shoulders here so they're just straight out from the shoulders. And we're going to take our right knee up and over to the left knee, left leg. And then take your left arm up and across the body towards your right arm. We're twisting in opposite directions. And then bringing our arm back as we lift our right knee up and open it back out. Lift the left knee, take it over to the right, and then take your right arm up and over, reaching it toward your left arm. And then lifting that arm as we lift our knee, opening everything back out. We're going to keep our arms here. Take your right leg over to your left leg again. Take it up and across and on top of your left leg. And then straighten your right leg on top of your left leg. Try to keep that right shoulder reaching into the ground. And then bend and lift it up and open the knees again. And then bringing the left knee up and over to the right on top of our right leg. And then straighten that left leg on top of your right leg. Reaching left shoulder into the ground, right? And then bend and lift the knee. Open the legs back out. The knees are open. We're going to clasp our hands behind our head. Inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and press head and shoulders up. And then inhale, lie back down. And exhale, press head and shoulders up again. And then just turn to the left and lower back down to the mat. Turn to the right and press back up to center. Turn to the left. So we're circling our head and shoulders. Bring it down, look to the right, and come back up. Look to the left. Just making a circle around. And when you come back down onto the mat, go ahead and reverse your circle. Look to the left and lift up, and then look to the right, and come back down and center. Turn to the left and come up, and turn to the right. Just letting our head and neck and shoulders get a little circular movement here. And the next time your head comes down to the mat, you can stay there. Lift your knees up. Good. And, have them around hip distance apart. Inhale, open your left knee. As you exhale, you're going to press head and shoulders up and slide that left leg straight down the mat. Turn to point your toes up so legs parallel. Slide the foot back in and lie back down. Inhale, right knee opens. As we press up on our exhale, we slide our right leg straight down. And then turn it so toes and knee point up. Slide the foot back in and lower back down. Good. Inhale, left knee opens. Exhale, press up, sliding that left leg straight. Turn it to parallel and slide the foot back and lie back down. And one more time, right knee opens. Exhale up and slide that leg straight. Turn to parallel and slide it in. And lie back down. Now we're going to press up and just slide the left leg straight down the mat as we press up. And we're going to turn to the right. So you're going to just look behind you. Good. Come back to center. Slide your left foot back in and lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Press up. Slide the right leg straight down the mat. Turn to the left. Come back to center. Stay lifted as you slide your right foot in and lower down. Again, exhale, press up, slide the left leg, turn to the right. Back to center, slide the foot in and lower back down. One more. Exhale, press up as you slide your right leg straight, turn to the left. Back to center, slide that foot in, lay back down. Now we're going to keep going, doing something else. As we exhale, we're going to press up and slide our left leg long, and then stay up and lift that leg to the ceiling. Lower it back down, slide your foot in and lie back down. Nice deep breath. Exhale up as you slide your right leg straight, lift it up. Lower it down, slide it in, lie back down. Two more. Exhale up, sliding the left leg long, lift it up. Lower it down, slide it in, lie back down. Really support your head, right? Exhale up, slide your right leg long, lengthen up to the ceiling. Really support the head and neck with our hands. Lower it down. Slide that foot in and lie back down. Ooh, and you can relax here for a moment. Let your legs sway over to one side just to let them relax. And it's a lot of lifting there. Okay, lift them up and let them sway over to the other side. Good. And bring it back to the top. So we're going to let go of our head and reach our arms to the ceiling here. Feet are lined up with our sits bones. Shoulders are relaxed, heavy on the mat. And you're going to just pull your low back gently into the mat. And then on our exhale, we're going to float our right leg up and reach our left arm slightly back by our ear. So remember, rib cage or arm moves in opposition to rib cage, right? And then lower down as that arm returns. Exhale, float your left knee as you reach your right arm back. So you're drawing your shoulder blade down your back as you reach your arm. And you feel your whole spine on the mat and bring it back. Okay, so exhale, right knee floats. As you feel your spine on the mat and reach your left arm back. And return everything. And then float the left leg as you reach your right arm. And return. Now what we'll do here, keep your arms here. Just going to press your hips up a few inches off the mat. So they don't have to be too high up. Hold the pelvis still as you float your right leg and reach your left arm. And bring everything back. And then float your left knee up as you reach your right arm. And bring it back. So we're trying to hold our pelvis still as we do this little march, reaching the opposite arm as we float the knee, and it could be a very small movement. Doesn't have to be very much at all. We want to focus on holding your pelvis steady, right? Pelvic stability. Good. When you're even on both sides, go ahead and stay here and press your hips all the way up. Bring your arms over your head. And we're going to articulate our spine down, stretching our arms away from us. And then sweep your arms, draw your right leg in, grab a hold underneath your knee, straighten your left leg, curl up and bring your head towards your knee towards your head, big stretch. And then laying your head down, draw your left knee in, switch. As you straighten your right leg long, curl up, head to knee, and stay here. Bring your right leg back in, both knees in, bring hands behind the head. Good. And then lie your head and shoulders down. Inhale, leave your legs here. Exhale, curl up, trying to bring head toward knees. Try to bring your knees towards your head, curl in. And relax down, take an inhale. And then exhale up again, curling into a ball, lifting the tailbone a little bit. And lie back down, take a nice deep breath. Exhale, curl up, draw your knees towards your head. And relax down. So you keep your legs here, hands behind your head, and see if you can take your knees and your legs all the way over to the left. Slowly. Maybe they don't go all the way. Try to keep those shoulders down. And then lift the right leg, left leg, bring them back to the top, take them over to the right. Try to keep those shoulders down, just however far you can take your legs. And then lifting our left leg and our right leg back up, bring your legs into tabletop. Inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, press up as you extend that right leg, turn to the left. Bring everything center, lie back down as you inhale, exhale up, extend the left leg, turn to the right. Come back to center, lie down as we inhale. Exhale up again, right leg extends, we rotate to the left, back to center. Exhale up, we rotate to the right, back to center, lie down, keep going. Exhale up, reach to that leg, back to center as you lie down. Exhale up. Good. Support your head with your hands. And reach through that leg. Good. Next time you come down onto the mat, relax everything. Hug your knees. Relax your body for a moment. And then we're going to put our left foot on the mat. And if you want to use a strap for this, you can grab one and put it around your foot. Straighten your right leg to the ceiling or use your hands. Give that leg a stretch with your left knee bent to start with. And then you can straighten that left leg as straight as it will go down the mat. It might not go all the way straight. That's okay. We want to really stretch this right leg. Move your foot, flex and point, circle the ankle. You can curl up if you like, if you're using your hands, and stretch your leg that way, right? Whatever feels good to you. It is Monday. We got to stretch the legs. Okay, and then either using something around your foot or not, right? If you're not, bring your arms out from your shoulders. And we're going to take our leg across the body. So reaching right foot toward left hand, as high and straight as you can. And lift it back up. And open it to the side, reaching your foot towards your right hand, keeping left hip down. And lifting up. And again, take it across the body, reaching your foot towards your left hand. And lift it up. And open it out to the right. High and straight as possible. And lift it up. Now at the top, if you're using a strap, great. You could pull your knee towards you or reach with your hands and grab your foot and pull your knee towards your armpit, right? So with a strap or band or with your hands, like we're lunging on our back, really stretch through your left leg, right? So you really stretch the hip flexors as we pull this knee down. Upside down lunge. All right, and then we're going to release, let that knee bend. You can hug it in if you want. Draw your left knee in, put your right foot on the ground. If you have a strap that you want to put around your left foot, you can. Straighten that leg, give it a stretch. And then we can straighten our right leg as far as it will go, or wherever it will go here as we stretch our left leg. You can feel free to move your foot, flexing and really rolling through the foot. Moving the ankle, you can curl up, stretch towards your leg. Like a good stretch. Oh. And then we'll get our leg as straight as we can. Again, you can use a strap if you want, or bring your arms out from your shoulders. And we're going to take that foot over across toward our right hand. And lift it up, opening it out, foot towards left hand. Try to keep that hip down. And lift it up. And again, over to the right. Really feel that stretch through your IT band area, right? The outside of the leg and hip. And lift it up. And one more time, we open to the left. Keep your right hip down as much as you can. And lift it up. And again, either using a strap or something or grabbing your foot with your hands. You're going to pull your knee down like you're lunging on the ceiling. Keep your body centered as you do that. So we don't want to pull ourselves over to the side. Just really reach through that right leg. Good. And then you can just let your knee bend and hug it in if you want. We're going to stretch, release the strap if you're using it. Stretch your arms and legs out. We're just going to do a reach from side to side, flexing your feet, stretching through one side and the other. Reach and reach, reach. Big stretch. Good. And relax. Bend your knees to put your feet on the mat. Sweep the arms down. And you're going to roll up, or you can grab hold of your legs, straighten them as you come up, however you want to come up. And we'll extend the legs out, lift the sits bones. Good. It's okay if your knees are bent, pelvis forward, and stretch over the legs. Your knees might be bent all the time for a while or the whole time. Just make sure that your pelvis comes forward. You're not way back here trying to stretch. And then we'll sit up and bring our feet together so we're in that diamond or long-legged butterfly, right? And again, you want to lift the sits bones and stretch forward, or just relax forward over your legs. Then go ahead and press yourself up to sitting. And we're going to root our sits bones, rotate our torso over to one leg, and just stretch forward over that leg. So your head comes toward that knee, keeping your pelvis in the same position. And press yourself up. We'll come center, and we'll rotate our torso to the other leg and stretch forward. And press yourself back up. Ah, such a good stretch. All right, go ahead and lift the knees and bring your hands behind your legs, lift the spine. And we're just going to lean back a little bit. And then taking your left arm, you're going to rainbow it to the back. So following it all the way till the fingertips touch. And then rainbow it back to your leg. And then taking the right arm and following it back. The fingernails touch. And rainbow it back to your leg and lift up. Good. So we're going to start with our hands behind our thighs. We're going to inhale, lift tall, exhale, curl the tailbone under and round back. Just until your arms straighten, you find your sacrum on the mat. Inhale, exhale, pull yourself up. And inhale, lift. Exhale, curl the tailbone and round back until your arms are straight again. Inhale, exhale, come up. Now, if you want to let go of your legs, you can. Inhale, exhale, curl tailbone, round back. Inhale, exhale, up. Articulate the spine. Inhale, tall. Exhale, curl tailbone, round back. And we're going to stay here wherever you are. And you're going to take your arms over to one side and we're going to do like a figure 8 kind of movement. Scoop and take them over to the other side. Scoop. So we're going to scoop down, back and up, and around to the other side. You can have your legs together if that makes it easier for you. Sometimes easier to keep your legs together to support you as you go side to side. Just taking a moment here to let your spine move in this direction, right? While we're engaging our abs. Breathe. Good. I could do it all day. Yeah. Okay. Next time you come back to the front, go ahead and reach forward. You might grab your legs or not and come up to sitting. Ah. Then we're going to do a few full roll-ups. So if you like, you can have your legs straight. You can have them bent. You can let them bend and straighten as you go down. You might let them straighten. Good. Take your arms with you. Inhale, exhale, back up. Good. Inhale, exhale, back down. Right. So really breathe. do whatever type of roll up works for you, whatever feels good to you so that you can be successful. Right? So even if you don't go all the way back, you don't have to go all the way into your back. Or you could sweep your arms around and roll up away. Good, and breathe. And whenever you come to the top of your next one, you can stay there, straighten your legs, take a stretch forward. And then sitting up, we're going to take our legs into a straddle. And if straddling is hard for you, like it is for some people, knees can be bent, feet can be together, something like that. But feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to. Lift the spine tall. So we want to really lengthen our spine. Take your arms up to the ceiling, but you're not lifting your shoulders. You're just lifting your arms, right? And lengthening the spine. Good. Again, knees can be as bent as they need to be. And they're just going to flatten the back. So hinge forward, flat back, arms reaching out, head lifted. And then turn and look under one arm. Back to center, flatten the back, really lifting the arms, keeping the head lifted. And then rotate, look under your other arm. And back to center. One more time, flatten that back, really reach, right? Lengthening through the crown, through the fingertips. Good. And then go ahead and let your body relax and your hands come down, stack your spine all the way up. All right. And then come onto one side. I'm going to pull my mat forward a little bit here. Well, come on to one side on your elbow with your knees bent. On your elbow this way if it's comfortable enough for you. Otherwise, you can lay down on your arm if you want. So the knees are stacked, legs are bent, torso straight. And we're just going to lift our feet a little bit. And we're going to kind of do a little coordination with our arm as well. So take your arm to the ceiling. Good. And we're going to do clamps. You're going to open that top knee. As you open the top knee, arm's going to come forward. As you close it, arm lifts up. So just start with that. So we're just going to open and close. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to add. So we're going to open as our arm goes forward, extend the legs straight, bend the foot, lift the arm and close. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Okay. Reach forward as you open, extend, bend as you lift and close. Inhale, exhale. just moving the arm in opposition, basically, right, to the leg. Breathe. One more. Open, extend, bend as you lift and close, and let the legs relax, but keep your arm up. Lie down on your arm, on your bottom arm, straighten your top leg. You're going to flex the foot, kick forward, reach back, kick forward, reach back. Good. Inhale and exhale. Try to get that big stretch to the back. Out, pulling yourself back. Inhale and exhale. Next time you reach back, stay there. Reach your top arm forward away from your leg. And then lift arm and leg up to the ceiling and switch. Arm goes back, leg goes forward. We follow our arm back. And then we lift the arm and leg and we switch again. And then we lift them up and switch again. And lift them up and switch and reach. Lift and Again, going into that twist and lift and reach. And you can stay here. Let your legs bend and come together. Let your top hand relax in front of you on the floor. We're going to use this hand to press ourselves up. You can just leave your bottom arm on the floor. You can use it if you need it for support to help you do a push-up, right? So you can just press up and lower down. Press up and lower down. Sliding your bottom arm towards you as you press up and back out. Good. It's a little easier than the other way we did it. I like it better. All right. And then next time you press up, go ahead and bring your elbow down. Take your top leg slightly behind your bottom leg. Lift this arm. And we're going to dive through and a little thread the needle. Reach. Yeah, feel that nice shoulder stretch. And draw the arm back out. Come all the way up to whatever mermaid position or bent leg position you can do here. And just take this arm and take a little stretch that way. And this leg can be straight out in front if you want. And then come up and cross this leg over this leg. If you want to stack your legs and fold forward here, or if you want to just do like a figure 4 stretch, something like that, just to give our hips a little stretch. Okay, and then we'll come out from there and onto our other side. So starting with your knees and that half bend, knees or legs in the half bend, knees stacked. And if you can be this way on your elbow, great. Otherwise, you can lay on your arm if you want and lift your arm, lift your feet just a little bit. So we're going to open and close to start with. And as we open, we bring the arm forward. As we close, we lift it up, right? So inhale. I had to remember that. Exhale. And breathe. Breathe with it. And then we're going to add the extension. So next time we open, arm comes forward, we extend the leg and bend, lift the arm, close. Inhale. Doesn't matter as long as you're moving in opposition, right? Doesn't have to be exact. Just move the arm in opposition to the leg. A little coordination. We can manage that. And breathe. Good. As the knee closes, the arm goes up. As the knee opens, the arm goes forward. Keeping your brain a little occupied so you forget about it, right? Next time you lift your arm and close, relax your legs, let your head relax down, straighten that top leg, flex the foot, and we're going to kick forward, reach back, kick, and stretch back. Inhale and exhale. Get that big stretch, back of the leg, front of the leg. And then next time we reach back, stay there, reach your arm forward and stretch. And then arm and leg lift to the ceiling and we switch. Follow the arm back. And lift and reach away. and lift and following the arm back. It's okay to bend your elbow, of course. Your arm doesn't have to be straight. It needs to bend when you take your arm behind you. Good. Keep going, switching, getting it to that twist, right? As we lift and stretch. Next time you reach away and your arms forward and your legs back, just do a big stretch and then let your legs relax together, top hand on the ground, and you're just going to press up and lower back down. So your bottom arm's just going to slide in and out as you press up. A little one arm push up. And breathe. It's okay if your legs want to be in a different position too. And the next time we press up, keep going until your elbow comes underneath your shoulder. Just go ahead and bring your top leg behind your bottom leg, this top arm, and we're going to do a little thread the needle through underneath that arm. Like how many ways can we twist, right? How many twists can we put our spine into and then come up into a mermaid or some position that works for you here? Take this arm and take a little side stretch. And then we'll do a little hip stretch. So if you want to cross this leg over and stack your legs and stretch, or do a little figure four type of stretch, whatever works for you. A moment to give our hips a little attention and a stretch. This class has been a lot about twisting and hip opening. You haven't noticed. Things that make you feel good. Things that make our body feel good. That's what we're doing. That's what it's about. All right, and then we're going to come on to our all fours. So feel free to have padding under knees or hands or whatever you need. Good. And then starting with a little cat-cow movement, rounding your low back, pressing the hips back, and then lifting up and coming into an arch. And then rounding and pressing back, lifting up, and then we're going to move our hands slightly farther in front of us a little bit. Round your back, press your hips back, and then come up and come into extension by straightening the legs and bring yourself between your arms, looking up and then back to all fours, curling the tailbone, rounding back, press back, and lift up and come into extension. Going round back and lifting up into extension. If you can, stay here. Just gonna look over our left shoulder. A little twist there and come back to center. Turn and look over your right shoulder. And back to center and press up. Curl the tailbone under, stretch back to your heels for a moment. Just sit back onto the heels. And then we'll come back onto our all fours. We're going to stretch your left leg back, toes touching. You can always shift your weight back a little bit to take weight off of your hands, just slightly, but tuck your toes into the ground, your left toes. And just do a little press back through that heel and rock forward. Press back and rock forward up onto the toes, right? Just a stretch through the heel. And rock up. Good. Stay here. Lift your leg as you bend your elbows and lower. Lower the leg as you press up. Little seesaw movement with your push-up, right? And feel free to put your hands wherever they need to be here. They might need to widen apart a little bit. When you lower the leg, bring your knee back under you. Straighten your right leg. And again, we're going to do that little bit of a rock here. So you're going to press through the heel and rock up onto the toes. So just rocking onto the toes and pressing back through the heel. And then coming center, bend the elbows, leg lifts as you lower, leg lowers as you press up. Little push up. Seesaw movement here. Next time your leg lowers, bring your knee in, stretch back onto your heels. We're going to come onto our belly. So just go ahead and bring yourself onto the belly with elbows under the shoulders. Yeah, Sphinx pose, right? Let the pelvis relax. And then we're going to put our hands flat down, straighten the arms, coming into a baby swan kind of pose here. Feeling a stretch in the belly. Look at your belly. Stretch in the upper back there, your neck, and then just look forward. And then let your elbows bend. And we're going to bring our arms into swan, or bring those elbows in by your waist. The hands are somewhere under the shoulder area. Great. And you're just going to let your head and chest lift up, press into your hands and come up into extension and lower down. And as we lower down, we're going to lift our legs. Okay. So as we press up, we're going to let our legs go down. As we lower down, we're going to lift our legs behind us. So we're doing just like a little bit of a rock kind of motion. Legs lower, we press up. We lower down, we lift our legs. Right? Almost like you're rocking on your belly. Good. And then go ahead and relax down here, just in this pose, in this position. And then let your head and chest lift as high as they will with your arms still on the ground. And then float your arms off the ground. And you're going to reach one arm overhead and pull it back. And reach the other arm and pull it back. So we really pull our elbows back. Reach and pull back. Reach, pull back. So we're just hovering off the ground, right? Reach and pull back. Reach, pull back. Reach. Good. Keep going. And then we got both elbows in. Hover, hold for a moment. And relax down. Good. And then go ahead and press yourself all the way up onto the knees. And we'll stretch back onto our heels. Stretch back after all of that. All right, and then go ahead and come up around to sitting. So we're going to bring our legs out in front of us here. And go ahead and take hold of your right leg. Lift it up and take hold of your right leg. Pull it up towards you, and lean back a little bit, just a little bit. Your leg may not be straight. That's okay. What as straight as it'll go. Just kind of lean and pull it towards you. And then keep going back with your leg in the air. You're going to climb down, back. There we go. Good. Inhale. And then on your exhale, you're going to climb back up. So you're going to press your leg into your hands to climb up your leg and as far down as it needs to go. Yeah. I know it's hard. And then again, climb. You can bend your knee. Go ahead and bend your knee. That'll make it easier. Right? So if you want to bend the knee as much as you need to, climb back up. You need to bend and pull yourself up and then straighten. Any of the variations or modifications that you need to help you are fine. One more time. Take it down. And take a break. Inhale, exhale, back up. It is hard, I know. And then lower that leg. And then take hold of your left leg or your other leg. Pull it in, give it a stretch. Lean back. So we really stretch our leg as much as we can, leaning into it. And then we climb down this tree. Take a nice deep breath. And again, you can bend your knee and use your hands and your leg together, right, to climb back up. And give it a stretch. And climb back down. It's a roll up with your leg in the air, right? So it's hard. Okay, climb back up. And when you get to the top of this one, I think that was 3 times, we're going to lower the leg down and take a little stretch forward. Good. And then go ahead and sit in either legs bent, legs straight, whatever position you can for a little bit of a saw stretch, right? So we're going to let our spine be tall and just take a twist to one side and stretch across, anchoring your hips, reaching for that foot, and then lifting up, coming center, rotate, stretch across. Lifting up, just a nice, smooth, gentle saw. So you don't need to do much except breathe and twist and stretch, right? Just reach. Breathe. Good. And then when you're even on both sides, go ahead and come up and relax your arms and shoulders. A little shake or whatever feels good. Yeah. All right. Thank you all for coming. Today, I'm going to hit the button.